This afternoon, Chairman of Parliament Finance Committee, Kwaku Kwarteng, is describing calls for an IMF program as unwise. His position follows pressure on government to turn to the fund for a bailout amid Ghana's debt crisis. Take a listen to him speak to George Rafi.
I think for Ghana to subscribe to an IMF bailout would be so unwise.
Why would it be so unwise? I mean, we've done it before, and several countries have done it before.
It's precisely the reason we shouldn't even think about it. I'm surprised that suggestion could come across at all. Look, the IMF comes to your country. When you go to the IMF to say, I have run my economy down, come and bail me out. The IMF, of course, we are members, so we are entitled to go there. They come to your country and they tell you what you can do and what you cannot do because you have come saying you are sick and the doctor is telling you this is the medicine. What the IMF provides you would be some loan. It's not for free, money for free. That money does not even feed directly into your fiscal. That money is to balance your external payments, to help you soak external pressure. And yet, they come to your country and they tell you to do this, to do that, to essentially to instill discipline. When President Mama was going for an IMF program in 2015 and said it was to provide policy credibility, it was almost to say, well, the way we have run our economy, we do not think people believe us when we say we will do things right. But if the IMF is here holding the stick, then people will now believe that the Ghana government will be kept in check by the IMF. Look, we went for HIPIC and exited in 2006, 2007. We have gone for an IMF program in 2015. It was supposed to be 2 years. By the time the 2 years ended, the economy was in the worst shape. Therefore, we even had to extend it a little before we could exit safely without hurting the image of the economy. How could it be that as a country, we misconduct our economy and our finances, then we go for an IMF program? They come here. 3 years, they go back. And then after what? We exited sometime in 2018, all right? And then, a little over 3 years on, you say you're going back to the IMF.
But just a quick one. Isn't your position more of a philosophical stance than some would say the reality on the ground, that there are problems with revenue, there are fiscal and confidence. That is why some investors were getting out of your bonds. Obviously, it is not just for the financial package, but also having that big brother there to act as a check. Give some confidence to these investors and your DPs that, listen, when government says that they are doing X, there's someone there to check. So we will lend to you, even when it comes to bilateral loans and all the rest. That is the situation as you speak right now. Therefore, coming in with the fund is not out of the situation.
Well, post-HIPIC, a lot of countries have their own challenges. And look, the IMF has reviewed our economy in 2021. If you look at the language of their review of our economy, it does not even appear to me that if we apply to an IMF for a program, they would easily grant it. We don't know. The suggestion
Those are just scenarios, Honorable.
What I'm saying is that, one, I don't see the need. Two, what the IMF comes to do for a country is something a country of, I speak as respectfully as I can, a country of human beings, rational, knowing what you have to do and what you don't have to do. If we cannot have discipline to do that ourselves, and we're going to be running to the IMF, then our relationship with the IMF becomes like a drag.
Our relationship will become like a drug, he says.